Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Spider Slayer's Haul episode number, I think 38. That's right, guys. And I just wanted to wish you guys in advance Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope you enjoy it and please be safe. So guys, this is the video series, if you're not familiar with, where I show you the comic books that I purchased for the week. And this is a heavier week for me this week. Surprisingly, the week right before Christmas, right? So here we go. Here is the mysterious black bag of comic books. And the first thing I wound up getting was another little bag here. And what I got for my son was Harry Potter vinyl figures. So that's gonna be cool, you know, for a Christmas present. When you look on the back, it's got these guys that you can possibly get. So he's gonna love this as he's a huge Harry Potter fan. So I wound up getting that. And now we go on to the actual comic books. So here we go. First things first, here's the stack. That's what it looks like. And let's get started. So, first thing I wound up getting was Humans XMen issue number 16. I'm sorry, Uncanny X-Men issue number 16. This is an Inhumans X-Men tie-in. And I didn't know that they were making tie-ins for this particular book. But nevertheless, I was like, I might want to check it out because I really enjoyed that first issue a lot. And looks like this one has to do with when Jean Grey entraps Karnak in that issue, and it kind of goes through the ins and outs of that and how she has captured it and maybe how he tries to get out. So looking forward to that. So this is Uncanny X-Men, Inhumans X-Men tie-in. The banner just like completely throws it off, so awesome. All right, next we have probably one of my favorite covers of this week. That is Venom issue number 2. I wasn't a huge fan of the first issue of Venom. I couldn't get into the main character who now, who now possesses the symbiote. It just seemed like it happened too conveniently that the symbiote attached to this host, and it just felt weird. I don't know. So I'm gonna give this, quite a few issues to see if I can get into it and see where this goes. The artwork just has this weird style to it, and I know it's the artist that did the end of the original Venom arc, but it was just weird for me. So I don't know. We'll see where this goes. It looks like Black Cat's in this issue, so she looks pretty good in there. But again, we'll see what happens in there. If it gets more involved with the Spider-Verse or Spider-Universe, it might, affect me a little bit more. So this is Venom issue number 2. All right, next we have the second issue to Thanos. I really like this cover as well, as you get to see Thanos here as he's on this tree reaching for a butterfly. But in the last issue, we wind up seeing that Thanos is dying. He took off his helmet, he's like bleeding all over the place and everything. So we don't know what that's about. So we'll see what happens there. So Thanos issue number 2. Great artwork. Dodato's artwork fits that book nicely. Next from Marvel is a Clone Conspiracy tie-in, which is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 22. Written by Dan Slott and artwork done by Giuseppe Comicoli. Not sure what this issue is about. I didn't read any previews or solicits about it. I try to stay away from the solicits because they tend to, give away certain elements of the story. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this one actually goes. I would like to see if it's about, Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, making his return, and see where he's been all this time. That would be really cool. So this is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 22. All right, next we have the Mighty Captain Marvel issue number 0. So this is a 0 issue. Obviously, they can't release a true number 1 because we're still yet to see Civil War, the conclusion to that. So I don't know if maybe, this was a book that wasn't planned originally. I don't know, but maybe we're going to see the repercussions somewhat of what happens in Civil War. I'm not really sure, but we'll see where it goes. I like the cover art in this book. It looks very pretty. When you open up the interior artwork, it looks pretty good as well, as you get to see Iron Man here doing battle against Captain Marvel. So it's probably like a flashback of their situation. So this is Captain Marvel, or Mighty Captain Marvel, issue number 0. Speaking of Iron Man, we have Invincible Iron Man, issue number 2. It seemed like a long time since we read issue number 1 that deals with Riri Williams and her being Tony Stark's replacement as Iron Man. We got to see her in a very primitive type of armor. And now, at the end of the first issue, we wound up seeing the artificial intelligence of Tony Stark come to life, and it looks like now she's going to have this upgraded armor, and she's going to be able to do things that Tony Stark did, and he's kind of going to be guiding her along the way. So this is Invincible Iron Man, issue number 2. All right, next we have another book that it seems like it's been forever that's come out, but I really enjoyed the first issue, as it's the Avengers issue number 2.1. This is a great book, as you got to see all the first class Avengers leave, and they bring in some ragtag team, and they got their asses beat by the Frightful Four. And I thought that was awesome, and I love the nostalgic feel that this book really has to offer for the readers. The coloring is really well done. You can see that opening page here, as it just looks like it is traditionally old book. So like it. So the Avengers 2.1. All right. Next, now we go into the DC side of things, and we got Superman issue number 13. This is the one that I think had to do with Frankenstein. Yes, it does with Frankenstein. So we found out that Frankenstein was defeating some creature or whatever it was, and Superman came to Lois's rescue as she was trying to defend herself. So that was a pretty interesting issue. It's not my favorite story arc, but still, it's fun. So this is Superman issue number 13. Next is is a favorite for a lot of people, and that's Trinity issue number 4, as it's been highlighting a lot of different characters. It's been highlighting, you know, Superman at first, and it highlighted Batman was next, and now it's highlighting Wonder Woman, which I think is really, really awesome. And the artwork is always well done in this book, whether it's Menopause or whoever the other guy is that kind of his artwork looks like it. Francis Menopause does the script, and the pencils is Emmanuel Lapacino. So again, the artwork looks really nice here. I like that. So great stuff. Can't wait to read this book. And this is Trinity issue number 4. All right. Next, we have a really highly anticipated book, probably for a lot of people. They've been talking about this. It's the inserts inside the comic, and that is Justice League versus the Suicide Squad. And here you have Deadshot facing Batman on the front cover. Kind of like how the font and the wording is here. White background, which is pretty plain. Interesting how it's like DC Rebirth, like real small there. But this is a book that's extra sized. It is $3.99, so you're not paying a lot of extra money for it. And I'm looking forward to this to see where it goes. Here's a quick 2-page spread if you guys are curious about this artwork. Deadshot versus Killer Croc there. That's pretty awesome. I think that's really badass artwork in there. I'm trying to think if Jim Lee does the artwork. No, it's Fabic who does the artwork in here, which he did a lot of the Justice League artwork from New 52, and so you're gonna like this artwork. Trust me, it's awesome. So yeah, Justice League versus Suicide Squad issue 1. All right, next from DC this week, guys, we have Green Lanterns issue number 13, as this continues the story with the new Phantom Lantern, and he's got the Phantom Lantern ring, and they're doing battle against him, and he turned, I think, orange. He turned into the Orange Lantern. Oh shit! Well, now he's become like the White Lantern, I guess. He's just changing all over the place, and he doesn't know how to control the spectrum of light, and the ring is taking over him, and he's becoming something completely different now. So really cool book. I love, you know, Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz in this series, because it really develops their character, as we did not get to see their character develop so much in the actual New 52 run. So great stuff. Green Lanterns, issue number 13. All right, next is Batman issue number 13, as this is the I Am Suicide story, as it has ventriloquist on there. Yep, I guess so. Yep. Yeah, it's just funny how it doesn't say it on there, and it's been saying it in the banner the whole entire time. This story arc has been okay for me. I like how it opened up, and I like the letter from Catwoman to Batman, but then we kind of see the same thing from Batman to Catwoman. I just want some ass kicking going on now. I want the story to progress. I want to see what Bane is going to do. Is he going to get dressed? Like, I want to see a lot of that stuff there. So, Batman issue number 13. All right, next we have Aquaman issue number 13. Really great book. Trying to remember what happened in the last issue. Oh yeah, the Aquaman has gotten in trouble. There's people that are impostoring the Atlanteans. They're going to war with the US, and at the end of the last issue, we wound up seeing the Justice League come, and Superman was like, I told you so. Now, I never knew that Superman and Wonder Woman couldn't breathe underwater. Why? They need masks. So are they going to be like underwater that long that they need masks? That they need oxygen? I thought they could breathe underwater. I don't know. I know they're not fish people, but they do have super strength. So you would think that he could hold his breath for a really long time. I don't know. It's just me. So that's Aquaman issue number 13. I've been waiting for this for a long time to come out. This is Black Hammer issue number 6. This time, as we get to develop the character, and I forgot her name off the top of my head, but she's like the mysterious one. She's like Raven from Teen Titans, and develops her character now, as this story has been so good. Really exploring the characters and where they came from and what their background is about. So, Black Hammer issue number 6. Next is independent from IDW, that's Lock and Key, issue number 499, issue number 1. It's a one-shot. Not sure what this particular story is about. I believe it or not, guys, I never read Lock and Key, the original series, but I've read like a lot of the one-shot stories, and I've really enjoyed them. Hopefully when I get time, I want to read the whole series, because I heard it's absolutely phenomenal. And when I saw this, I'm like, yeah, I gotta check it out, just to read it, to see what it's all about. So, Lock and Key, issue number 1, $4.99 price point, in case you're wondering about that. And then last but not least, yes, I did, and I got a lot of slack from this, you know, last review I did, but I said I would give it another try, and yes, it's Dr. Aphra, issue number 2. Listen, I'm really giving this a try. I read her all the way through Darth Vader. I read her first issue. I read this issue. I'm going to read this issue. I don't secretly love Dr. Aphra. I want to like the character. I want to, because I love Star Wars, and I want Star Wars to succeed. I don't want it to fail in comic books. I want it to succeed. And I just didn't find the first issue anything different that we already know about the character. So hopefully this explores her a little bit more, maybe goes into her back history and why she's such a bitch and things like that. So Dr. Aphra, issue number 2. So there you have it, guys. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now it's your turn in the comments below to tell me what you picked up for the week, which ones you're most excited for, which ones you're not so excited for. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. Don't forget to check out comicfrontline.com. Don't forget to check out our live show each and every Tuesday night, 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline and your support. We cannot do it without you. So again, guys, happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next comic book review. Take care. Bye.